Hey y'all, welcome back. So, something that I wanted to talk about is some of the things that happen when people get out of prison. And prison is bad, but it's like it really depends on who you are and how you carry yourself in prison. For me, for the 6 years I was in prison, probably 5 years, I only had like one rough month when I was in prison. And that's because I was in the hole because we had like a whole little prison riot, and they threw me in the hole when I was in the hole for like 3 months. Maybe when I had like 2 meals a day. They used to feed us at 5:30 in the morning. They used to give us a bologna sandwich and a peanut butter sandwich. Then at night around 4:30, 5 o'clock, they used to give us two more sandwiches. You couldn't buy commissary or anything like that because the prison was so messed up and it was just on lockdown, so we couldn't eat. But uh, though that was probably my worst month in prison, but not it wasn't due to outside sources or anything. But what I wanted to talk to you about was, I guess, the challenges and the dangers of how a person can become when they get out of prison. 'Cause when I first got out of prison, I don't can't really say that it felt different, but I would judge myself, so I didn't know. But through now that I've been out of prison for 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now, I'm starting to see like the symptoms of being in prison because I was looking back and I messed up so many relationships. And I'm not just talking about girlfriend, boyfriend, but just like friendships with people, friendship with men, friendships with women, business relationships, all types of things. I was just like overly aggressive verbally, overly aggressive physically. Not like in a abusive type way, but in a like, why are you pulling on me? Why are you talking to me so rough type of way? And I didn't really realize that I was doing that until like numerous amounts of people was telling me, and I started sitting there thinking, dang, am I really like talking and speaking aggressive to these people? And it's a saying, like a lot of people say it, and there's got to be some truth to it. So I guess I took accountability for myself, and I started thinking. I said, okay, I have been being verbally abusive and verbally aggressive to a lot of people. I have been physically abusive and physically aggressive to a lot of people, and you can't do that when you get out of prison. So when you get out of prison, or when you get out of jail, you have to make sure that you are like more lenient with people, because I know when you're in prison and jail, you have to be like, uh, you have to react to certain things that you normally wouldn't react to I guess let people know that not to mess with you or things like that. Let them know that okay, he'll take up for themselves or she'll take up for themselves. But when you get out, these people ain't never been to prison, so they're not really trying to disrespect you. Even if they disrespect you, it's probably just something that they have going on, but they're not trying to hurt you. These people are not trying to disrespect you. They're not trying to take anything from you. They're not trying to try you or anything. Because when I first got out, I thought everybody was trying me. When I got a job at the Dollar Tree, customers used to just come in and get attitude with me for no reason. We used to be thinking, man, this person tried me. I got into it with at least 4 or 5 customers working at Dollar Tree. Then I had to realize, okay, they just customers. They just unhappy with either the stuff that they're buying or they're having a bad day. It has nothing to do with what. It has nothing to do with me personally. So if someone gets the attitude with you or anything, they're not trying you. It's just something that goes on through day by day. You're not in prison. You're not in prison anymore. You're not in jail anymore. So you don't have to live by them codes. You don't have to live by those standards anymore. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you to mess up relationships that I messed up when I got out, because I messed up a lot of relationships, a lot of good business relationships, a lot of good friendships, good potential friendships too, because I was just, I don't know, stuck in my ways. And I've been in prison. I was in prison for 6 years. Then I did a half a year at a transitional center, and that attitude, that heaviness of voice was like embedded in me then. And I've always been a loud person, an outspoken person, but prison just like amplified it. And I want to save you the heartache. I want to save you the time. I want to save you the potential relationships and letting you know that you're not in prison anymore. People are not trying you. People are not disrespecting you. Then as you continue to get out and meet new people, you'll gradually see that okay, these people aren't really trying to do anything or they're not trying to cause me any harm. So I want y'all to be aware of that when you get out of prison or jail, and just continue to. The things that I did when I got out, I was watching like motivational videos of like Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar. I used to put my headphones in when I was at work. Thankfully, I had a job that I could listen to headphones to, because I had a third shift job, like making like donuts and stuff at Dunkin' Donuts. I just used to listen to like positive stuff all the time. I used to read all the time, and I used to work out to like physically vent. Working out is like helps you relieve the aggression, and like if you're having a bad day, working out helps you get a lot of stuff off your mind. So build a routine for yourself. Have good people in your life. Search for good people in your life, and try to build strong, healthy relationships with yourself and with your family and with your friends, potential friends. Build you a good support system. If you don't have anybody, then find somebody on YouTube that you look up to. Find a mentor on social media that you look up to, and inbox them and tell them what you've been through. Tell them your story and tell them, hey, I don't want to go down the wrong path. I've been down the wrong path before, and I see that you are doing good things in your life. And I was wondering if we could link up sometime and you could mentor me, or you could just give me some advice when I need it. And more often times than not, people will love that you contacted them, because it'll make them feel important. And if they're already doing it, it'll help them solidify that they're doing the right thing. So just be careful when you're out. Be calm at all times. Think 2-3 times. Don't just think twice, because sometimes 2 times isn't enough. Think 3-4 times. Take as much time as you need to prevent you from making the wrong decision, whether it's preventing you from saying the wrong thing or preventing you from doing the wrong thing. Because the last thing that you want is to end back up in jail or to end back up in prison, because going to prison and jail is bad. But the only thing that's worse than going to prison and jail is going to prison and jail the second time or the third time or the fourth time. So don't get on that path, and just stay focused, man. And remember, if you want anything in life, all it takes is faith and a little bit of effort.